I'm Mike, owner of the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for September 26th, 2025. An absolute ton of new arrivals to show you guys today. This past couple of weeks, we have been getting slammed with a bunch of good titles, and this week is no exception. And unlike last week, I'm much more rested. I didn't stay up till 6:30 once this week. I've been working on a big project. I'll tell you guys probably about that a little bit later in the future. But a lot of late nights, working hard, getting a little bit better at what I'm working on, so it's resulted in me going to bed at a more reasonable time. So I'll tell you guys about that in the future. I've got big things in the pipeline. Okay, pre-orders. Let's talk about those. We've got, I don't want to say this is a recently announced pre-order because this was announced a little while back, but this is new to record stores. It kind of sounds weird, right? Okay, so big acts nowadays, they want to sell most of the pre-orders themselves. So what they'll do is they'll put it on their website, make everybody else wait a month, and then we can put it on our websites. And that's what Taylor Swift did to her latest album, The Life of a Showgirl, coming out on a glitter orange vinyl and like a poster CD on October 3rd. The Cars, Heartbeat City, LP and a 4 CD, like a miniature deluxe edition packaging ordeal, you know. Comes with a full 1984 concert and some unreleased stuff. This next one, when I saw it, I thought to myself, like, who the hell's going to buy a super deluxe edition of the Rolling Stones Black and Blue? I think it's a great record. There's no duds in the Rolling Stone catalog to me. Not everybody else feels that way. But I started looking down at the details on this. It's a 5 LP super deluxe box. The album itself is a remix, not a remaster, but a remix by Steve Wilson. There are outtakes and jams included in the box set. There is a 1976 Earl's Court concert, complete, like peak Rolling Stones, 1976, right? And they're doing it as a Blu-ray Atmos mix that's included. So I'm like, damn, gotta buy a super deluxe Rolling Stones Black and Blue just for that concert alone. Okay, they're also doing it as a deluxe LP, so that's gonna be the remix and then like a bonus disc, a standard LP, and then a digital version deluxe set. So everything that's on the vinyl box, but just on CD. Mr. Bongo is doing an absolute killer title. Raymond Morris's Sweet Sister Funk. Mr. Bongo comes out November 7th. When did the Rolling Stones come out? Go to the website. I forgot to write it down on here. Later on today, I am not doing a Whatnot. There is a Thursday night football game here in Arizona, so I will be at the Thursday night football game, and I'm doing the Whatnot Friday. So Friday, 5 o'clock Arizona time, that is when you will see me on Whatnot. Probably going to be, I've got a little bit more in the way of items for this Whatnot. It's a consignment auction, but it's all prepped and ready to go, and I'm hoping to get them out pretty quick. Maybe it'll run a little longer than an hour. I'm not sure. Okay, let's start with the box sets. Genesis, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. This is the 50th anniversary Super Deluxe Edition box set. 5 LPs and 1 Blu-ray. Let's see what the hell is on this. Dolby Atmos mix, the studio album, 1970 stereo mix from the original tapes, live from the Shrine Auditorium with a previously unreleased encore, previously unreleased demos, a 60-page illustrated book, and a 1975 replica tour program. There's a lot of stuff on this. Big old box set. And for the 4th time, because I cannot keep this in stock, now I feel like I really truly ordered enough of these things to where this thing is going to stay in stock now. This is a reissue of the Velvet Underground's Verve MGM albums. This is cut by Kevin Gray. So you are getting Kevin Gray cut of Andy Warhol and Nico, the banana cover, Nico's Chelsea Girl, White Heat, White Light, White Heat, and the Velvet Underground self-titled, and 1969. Very reasonably priced. This thing has been selling like crazy because a year and a half ago it was a $1,000 box set, and now it's 145 bucks. So obviously a lot of people felt that they missed that thing, and we're gobbling them up. Should be good this time around. Okay, a record that really needed to be reissued for quite some time and never got a reissue until now. This is the Meat Puppets' Too High to Die. I've got it 2 different versions. I've got the RSD Essential, which is on Neon Jazzberry vinyl, and black vinyl as well. First time since 1994. This is the Meat Puppets' really only commercially successful album. I think this was the album that preceded Nirvana's MTV Unplugged, that kind of put them more in the mainstream, and this album spawned a hit. From Tempe, Arizona, the Meat Puppets, and again, on black vinyl. Really cool to see that come in. Last I looked, a few years back, it was well over $100 to get an original. Rob Zombie's Hillbilly Deluxe on glow-in-the-dark vinyl, part of the RSD Essential program. RSD Essentials require you to be a RSD participating store, so that's the only way you get those. We've got a deluxe edition of M&M's, the Marshall Mathers LP, 25th anniversary edition. It's a standard gatefold, but it comes with this like metallic foil slipover case. One of the titles I am most excited about, really cool that they did this. This is John Coltrane's A Love Supreme, all analog, cut from the original master tapes by Ryan K. Smith, who did the standard acoustic sounds Verve stereo mix. But here it is in mono. This is fully mastered, faithfully mastered from the original analog tapes by Ryan K. Smith. Pressed on 180 gram vinyl at RTI. Very hard to find an original of this in mono. Very hard, and well over $1,000 if you find a clean one now. Here it is, one of the most pivotal jazz albums of all time, analog, cut from the mono tape. The Virgin Suicides by Air. I got distracted here. New analog mix. What's that about? 25th anniversary edition. Is that just hype? Because it says absolutely nothing. Jim Croce, the definitive Croce. 2023 mix by Paul Hicks. Sourced from the original multi-track tapes. Let's see, 3 LPs on 140 gram colored vinyl. Okay, what do we got here? So we got You Don't Mess Around with Jim, Life and Times, and I Got a Name. So look at that, remixes of those 3 albums. Huh. A new album from Robert Plant, Saving Grace with Susie Dion on colored vinyl. I think this is the Indie Vinyl Record Store exclusive. From OJC, Craft Recordings, we've got the Kenny Drew Trio, all analog, cut from the original master tapes by Ryan Smith at Sterling Sound. What? What's up with that? It's the first time I've ever seen that. No Kevin Gray. Except for this one. This is Kevin Gray. What's the deal with that? Matt Luthans has done a few of these, but Matt Luthans was doing them at Coherent. This is the first time I've seen one of these not cut by Kevin Gray, but it's still all analog, cut from the master tape. Beautiful tip-on jacket. Probably, and I go back and forth, but I would say at this point, still my favorite jazz audiophile reissue campaign, just because they're getting to so many records that haven't been touched. We've got the Sonny Chris Orchestra, Sonny's Dream, Birth of the New Cool, all analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio. Gretchen Moncur III, New Africa from BYG, newly remastered. Mawandishi, Herbie Hancock, limited edition of 2,000 copies on green colored vinyl from Music on Vinyl. This is number 231. Just in time for Halloween, we've got Dan Gitter's Ghost Ballads, limited to 900 copies on Pumpkin Squirrel vinyl. From Real Gone Music. We've got a 4 LP set of the Jerry Garcia Band, live at the Warfield, February 28, 1991, mastered from the Soundboard Recordings. The complete show, 2+ hours of prime, later era JGB magic in the House of Garcia. Vince Guaraldi, a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, the original soundtrack recording. This is on yellow jelly bean vinyl. I guess it wouldn't be a brand name Jelly Bean vinyl, but yeah, Jelly Bean vinyl, indie exclusive. I read on the hype that this was mastered from the 16-track master tapes. And we've got another Peanuts title. This is Peanuts Greatest Hits, 75th Anniversary Picture Disc Edition. I was playing trivia the other night, and there was a trivia question, and I see this, and it just dawned on me. I'm playing trivia question. It was related to who's Linus and Lucy's brother. I said Pigpen. They're like, all right, got my piece, did the whole thing, and then somebody comes in from the other room and was like, no, it's not Pigpen. Grabs the card. I'm like, you get a piece taken away. Can you get a piece taken away after you've been given the piece? I feel like that's a foul, but I mean, I could be wrong. From Deutsche Grammophon, we've got Shang-Jin Chao, winner of the 17th International Chopin Piano Competition. I didn't know there was an annual Chopin Piano Competition, but he won. So there's that. Maroon 5, Love Is Like. Let's see, this is an exclusive electric blue transparent vinyl version plus an autographed insert. Hey, there you go. And this is the non-autographed version. Frances Hardy, let's see. Claire Obscure. 180 gram vinyl. A lot of Francois Hardy reissues the last couple of weeks. This is this one. Another Francois Hardy. Messages Personnels. Two versions of this. This is a 1-disc version. And this is a 2-disc version. Francois Hardy. This one. Mariah Carey. Here for It All. Pretty high quality cover compared to what you would normally get on a modern pop star record. The new album from Doja Cat. This is Vi. The new album from Cardi B. Am I the Drama? Apple Red Vinyl. What is this? Docelli. Alligator Bites Never Heal. This is a picture disc on what looks to be an alligator skin vinyl. The Sundays, Static and Silence. Let's see. On Universal. Rainbow Kitten Surprise, Bones, the new album on banana colored vinyl. And we have Bones on black vinyl. MGMT, Time to Pretend, the debut EP featuring the hit songs Kids, Time to Pretend, and Indie Rockers, pressed on a banana yellow disc. There you go. If you're a fan, you get their biggest hit. Pretty sure Kids was their biggest hit, right? Ryan Adams, Ashes and Fire. This is an import pressing. From Music on Vinyl, we've got Thomas Dolby's The Age of Wireless on turquoise colored vinyl, limited to 1,000 copies. This is number 57. So we got some pretty low numbers here. Ronnie Wood, 1965 to 2025, The Anthology. This is a 2 LP anthology. It actually has 4 new songs on it though. So kind of like the Rolling Stones did with the Gurr box set, so you had to buy the whole damn box to get the 2 new tracks. That's what old Ron here has done. Let's see, including solo cuts and his work with the Rolling Stones, the Faces, and the Jeff Beck Group. Let's see, what do we got here from the Stones? Dance, Black Limousine, No Use in Crying, Pretty Beat Up, Gasoline Alley, Flying with the Faces. That's a pretty good, solid little comp. Wang Chung, live at the El Macambo, 2024. 2 LP set. Olivia Dean, The Art of Loving. And I want to say the same record on lilac vinyl. Chevelle, Bright as Blasphemy, Black Ice and Silver Nugget Smush with clear splatter. That is the vinyl color. Wait a minute. Standard edition vinyl. So the standard edition vinyl is Black Ice and Silver Nugget Smush with clear splatter. On Back to Black, soundtrack from the 1973 Best Picture winning film, Biffy Clyro. Has anybody ever seen this? Is this any good? Best Picture winning film. It's crazy. I've never heard of it. Where did it win the Best Picture at? In, like, Cuba? The Heavy Heavy Live on electric red vinyl, limited to 2,000 copies. Nico Case, Neon Gray Midnight Green, limited edition colored vinyl. That's not the color of the vinyl. The name of the album is Neon Gray Midnight Green. Frosted clear vinyl. Cat LeBone, Michelangelo Dying. This is the indie vinyl version. Pool Kids, Easier Said Than Done. Puppy Love, an album by Mom Jeans on omelet colored vinyl. What kind of omelet? They don't specify. We don't know what color the vinyl is. Mom Jeans, Best Buds on Citrus Eco Blend vinyl. Oh, Eco. Everybody's favorite crummy sounding vinyl. Eco vinyl. Let's see. Humble Pie, As Safe as Yesterday. This is restored and remastered. This album, As It Was Meant to Be Heard. The Melvins, Everybody Loves Sausages. And the Melvins, we've got Freak Puke. Crocus, Metal Rendezvous, limited to 666 copies on blue colored vinyl. Zach Sabbath, Greatest Riffs. Hardy, Country Country. Another Round is in the Chamber. I have no idea what this is, but yeah. That is the name of that record. Man, a lot of new arrivals this week. Busy week. Whiskey Myers, Womp Whack Thunder. This is the Blackout Edition, indie exclusive. Amanda Shrines, the new album, Nobody's Girl. This is a black vinyl pressing. Reissue from Air, Premieres Symphonies. This is a 12-inch EP. And from Music on Vinyl, we have Hooverphonic, The Night Before. Limited edition of 1,000 numbered copies on smoke-colored vinyl. This is number 691 of 1,000. Sophie, Oil of Every Pearl's Uninsides. This is another RST Essential title, and it is on pearl vinyl. Anthrax, UK. Different Anthrax. Capitalism is Cannibalism. 12-inch EP. I'm assuming that's another Anthrax. I think it is. I'm not a metal expert. Of course, this kind of looks more on the punk side. But it's kind of like, God, I'm having a brain fart. What was that 80s band where they have, in the US, they have to call it such and such UK, or vice versa? You know what I'm talking about, right? Monty Python's Life of Brian, pressed on yellow vinyl, the original motion picture soundtrack. Juan Gabriel's Recordados? Recordados? Who knows? I mean, obviously somebody knows, just not me. All right, from Intervention Records, back on. Oh no, this is this new? This record is pressed 100 gram audiophile. Record master. I feel like this is. Yeah, this is a new record, right? This is new. Maybe this is a reissue. Maybe this is redone. For some reason, I'm thinking this is a repressing, but the more I think about it, I'm like, damn, if it's a repressing, it hasn't been done in a while. I don't remember. Either new, more than likely, a repressing of Joe Jackson, Body and Soul. It is done by Kevin Gray at 45 RPM. This record is mastered by Kevin Gray at Coherent from the original PCM digital file. So this is a digital recording originally, and that is what Kevin mastered it from. Beautiful. You know, if you've not, Intervention, kind of like Tone Poet equivalent. They do beautiful, oh, hear the crack, beautiful tip-on jackets. High quality pressings, high quality masterings. Audiophile label, small catalog, only have a few titles. No, we're still doing new arrivals, I think, here. Shades of Red, Freddie Red. This is a Blue Note Classic title, all analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. Lola Young, I'm Only Effing Myself. This is the artist signed version, so this one's autographed, yep. And you get it because, you know, she has a blow-up doll of herself. It's funny, right? We have the same album, but this is the Basic Bitch edition. Nude pink vinyl with a 12x12 insert. Includes the hit single, One Thing. And then we have the third version of it, which is the Punching Bag edition on a marble-colored vinyl with the insert. She's deflated on this one. And on the back. All right. Johnny Marr, Lookout Live. 2 LP, 2 LP, feels like 180 gram vinyl. Let's see, 18 live versions of classic songs. From Intervention Records, I also got a restock. This is the Flying Burrito Brothers, The Gilded Palace of Sin, all analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. The Church, also from Intervention. Starfish, 180 gram, ultra quiet, pressed at RTI, 100% analog mastering. Most of the stuff they do is analog. They actually were the first to really use the modern sparse code when the whole debacle of 2022 went down with mobile fidelity. They actually called for labels to grasp onto that sparse code, mention Intervention by name, and like, let's make this happen. And it happened. Also from Intervention, this was done from high-res files because I guess that is what the original source on this probably was. Mastered by Kevin Gray at Coherent. This is Everclear's Sparkle and Fade. And last, we've got The Verve Urban Hymns. That is it for this week's monster new arrival video. I don't think I have anything to show you guys. Whatnot. If you've never been on our Whatnot auctions, click the link below. If you've not signed up for Whatnot, you'll get $15 off your first purchase if you use that link below. It's essentially just a live streaming auction platform. Just imagine a YouTube live stream, but instead of me talking about random topics, I'm showing records, and you can bid on them live on the platform. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people that are on there just watch, but it's a good time. Until next time.